Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fish Keepers. Now it's been a while since I've updated you guys on what I've been doing with the Betta Barracks. We haven't got fish in it right now. I've changed a lot of how this filter system works, but I'm going to start with the top part up here. So we're having problems with keeping these at the same temperature as the filter, which is now not the same. I'll talk about that in a minute. Using this computer, which is off because no fish in it, doesn't need to be heated. And this is a heating pad for plants. So the water in here can now be heated separately from the water down here, which means that this doesn't need to be on all the time. So because this doesn't need to be on all the time, we can actually have like a cycle. So we can have like a rainy part of the day or whatever, and the water from the rest of the tank, the rest of the system, comes in here, and it cycles out pretty quickly. I think it's about 20 minutes to cycle out the water 100%. So that's pretty cool. So that means that we can do a 100% water change on all of these tanks a few times a day, really easily, which just simply means that it's healthier for the fish. And I've also got the design of the containers perfected. Previous versions leaked a bunch. We don't have them all filled, like this one's empty, but I can show you this one. There we go. So it's 2 elbows. I'll set this down here. Right now it is 2 elbows, with this one going down into the overflow and this one coming into the tank and going up into this overflow, which is just a bulk reef supply piece. I don't think it's very expensive. These containers are about $7 each, so it's pretty cost effective because this is just not that expensive. It's about $2.50 for the bulkhead, $2.50 for the thing itself, so, and then another $2.50 for the overflow. So pretty, plus then the PVC, which you can buy in bulk, especially for something like this. So it's pretty simple. Now these are tiny containers for betta fish. That's one issue with it, is that these are just really small. They're probably half a gallon of water in them. That's nothing, right? I mean, it's got a lot of water volume because this is a massive stuff down here, but the tanks themselves aren't very big, so that could cause issues in the future, but especially when fish start getting bigger. But for now, it is not an issue. Now, if you remember the old design for my past 3 videos, it was not a built-up PVC system like this. It was more like this down here. So you see how the it's literally just airline tubing and airline valves that come out into the that used to come into these, but it would leak a ton. And we've had no leaks with this so far. So, and it's been running for a few months now, like no problems. I'm still trying to perfect it before I put fish in it because I don't want anything wrong to happen. Because I made a mistake last time, right? So this is a slight. So now it's with these valves here, which are easy enough to turn. Just turn them, and this section's not pressure. Okay, there it goes. Now I can start to fill up, just like that. And it's going to be really loud and annoying, so I'm not going to keep it on, but yeah. Another issue that we have with it that I'd like to fix soon is this. This happens, especially on these ones over here, where just dust accumulates in the bottom of these. Now, the solution might just be to siphon that out, but for now, that is not what I am doing. There's no fish, there's no need to worry. Now this is the same system, but it's not on that side anymore. This is just so you can just push this open, and then close that, and then put a bucket there, and I'll just fill up the bucket, and it's just easy water change. So it should be pretty much impossible for any fish to get down here, but in case they do, right now the water level is low, but they'll get in here, which would have a small layer of water. This is just a filter pad, and then some biological media underneath. So then this will filter out any junk, and if any fish get trapped, they then end up in here. Again, be a little fuller, and they'd be safe and they wouldn't be able to get into this part of the tank, which is a 55-gallon trough. It's the same as the ones we have back here. Oh, there's a massive plant here now, but these two and this one, which you would have been posting a lot about on my shorts channel. Link in the description, you should check it out. But water now comes down here and it goes right into here. I've already explained that, right? Got this grow light here. This is like for like a sump in like a reef tank normally, but it's working pretty well here. And we've got all these live plants in here. This is just another layer of filtration. So after all that, it gets through filtered all here. This will be a betta fish sorority along with some kind of a schooling fish. Maybe it'll be something simple like a minnow or something like a little cooler like a cardinal fish. But they probably school pretty cool because of betta fish are pretty aggressive. So this is pretty cool down here. Got this Rotala and Dica right here is really taking over nice, which is always nice, especially in a tank like this. And then right here is a simple plant basket with some biological media on top. That is the return. So this is also connected to our automatic water top-off system. So over here is our control panel that controls the whole fish room. And the betta fish are right here. So I can literally turn it off and turn it on. It's on right now. So if any water evaporates, it simply refills it with fresh RO water. And because of that, the conditions stay pretty much identical forever until we do water change, which then it would lower the pH and the hardness in the tank, but from evaporation, there's no change. So it means that the water is more stable for longer. And this thing is not perfected yet, but this right here is our this will be breeding section. So if there's ever, I like to start messing around with breeding some betta fish, and I can do that in here, in this one, and in this one. Just take a male from here and females like that are to be bred probably up here, or maybe one from down here, and then I'll put them in here, do the full breeding thing, which I probably do a video on once I do it. And these are being currently, this one's off. Okay. You can fill them. There we go. So right now they're off because there's no fish in there that they need to be on. But this is the same system as the old one, which still does have the leaky issue, as you can probably not see back here. Maybe you can see it here. They do still leak, but in this setup, it's not as significant as it was up there, because they leak onto what's essentially not that important of a section. And I have two of these, and these are removable because there's just some totes and another tote. I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you. And inside of here, there's another 14 gallons of water that just sits here. And that's just more water volume that no fish can access. Eventually, we'll probably fill that up with something like more biological media, but for now, there's nothing in there. You're probably gonna get fish pretty soon for it. I just want to give you a quick update of what this is looking like and what's changed, so that when you see this on the shorts channel and whatever else, you know exactly what has changed. And a video will probably be out relatively soon that talks about what I am doing with this. It's a very cool system, I think. If this is the first video you've seen, you can check out my other ones where I'm building it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like the video and subscribe for more like this. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.